Welcome to What the Heck with Matt Bellassai, a brand new podcast about what the heck is going on, what the heck is happening, and all the things that make me say, what the heck? What the heck is going on in here? What the heck are people thinking? What the heck are people talking about? I'm going to get into all of it right here on this podcast. That's right, folks. Matt Bellassai, me, your host, has returned to the great art of podcasting. Where would we be without some of our greatest podcasters? Probably much better off, if we're being completely honest. Podcasts have done so much for culture. Can't really think of anything right now, but I'm sure they've done great things. They freed that. Remember the first podcast that ever exists that freed Adnan? He's still in jail. Fuck. The thing that kicked off all podcasts, they didn't even free him, did they? I think they found him more guilty. I'm so... The ghost of Sarah Koenig is going to haunt me. Anyway, welcome to What the Heck. This is a brand new podcast. I am so excited to be back on the podcast mic, said nobody. I'm your host, Matt Bellassai. For the uninitiated, I am... an internet sensation. I'll just say it. I've been around these internet airwaves, these internet tubes for the past 10 years, starting at BuzzFeed, where I did Whine About It. Then I had to go away to a facility, but I came out kicking. No, I do think some people think that I stopped doing Whine About It because I had to go to like rehab or something. The number of assumptions that people have made about my choices in life, when it can all be pretty much directly linked to pure laziness, is astounding. But yeah, I've been around the internet. I've been around these streets, making videos, making podcasts. You may know me from Unhappy Hour, the podcast. May she rest in peace. Disintel, the podcast. May she rest in peace. Canceled after Amazon decided to give all of our money to the Kelsey brothers. Shout out. You can have me on your show whenever you'd like. I'm happy to talk about whatever they talk about on that show. Pussy lips, I'm guessing. The laughter in the room is coming from none other than producer Bari Finkel.
Hi.
Sockified to maintain her anonymity. Of course, a brand new audience may also know me from TikTok and baked baking, but I saw the state of podcasts these days and said, someone's got to do something. Someone's got to step in and save these people from what is happening to their ears and their eyeballs. Because guess what? We're also on video now. Video didn't exist when I did Unhappy Hour. And thank God it does now, because now you get to see my beautiful thighs if you're watching. You'll get to watch every single week as my shorts get progressively farther up my asshole. I went to the gym today. I was walking on the treadmill, and when I tell you my pussy was eaten good, okay? I was wearing these short shorts, and I swear to God, I had to pull them out of me by the end of it. And I know this is a lot to kind of kick off a podcast with, but I will say I was pulling... Do you ever get a wedgie that's so bad that you kind of have to remove it from having entered your body?
Yeah.
It's like, there's got to be another word for a wedgie. A wedgie doesn't fully encompass what is happening.
A wedgie.
A wedgette?
A wedge in.
The fuck is a wedge in?
When a wedgie is so far in.
Yeah. Anyway, it took like a surgical team to remove my my pants and underwear from my ass crack when I was done. But that is the kind of excitement that you'll get to look forward to every single week. Also in the room somewhere, she'll be around, is executive producer Truffles. She's the executive producer of Piss and Shit. Am I right? Because she be shitting and farting. No, that is just some of the good-natured humor you could look forward to on What the Heck, the podcast. And look, I know it's embarrassing to have a podcast. Do you think I'm proud of this? Do you think I'm proud to announce to people when they ask, hey, what are you up to? Oh, I'm getting ready to launch a new podcast. No, they look at me like I'm a litter of kittens that they want to drown in a bathtub. Do you remember when they used to drown? Well, they probably still do. In like pioneer days, they'd be like, oh, we got too many fucking kittens. I guess we'll just drown this litter.
What?
I'm probably not making that up. You can never be sure. And that's one legal announcement that I'd like to make up top. And I don't know if this holds any kind of ground, but I will say, don't listen to anything I say. This is not legal advice. I'm not telling you where to put your money in the markets. If anything, this is an example of how not to live your life. But every week I'm going to be talking about all the things that make me say what the heck, which is quite a lot of them. I spend a lot of time on the internet, more than a normal person should. All the warnings that they issue about what the internet is doing to our brain. You're looking at patient zero right here. The worst has happened, folks. I'm now in a basement with a podcast microphone. It's subjecting people to the thoughts that are going around my brain. This is what you don't want to be in life, but I've bravely chosen to live this way. And it's thanks to my truth that you are getting this very podcast. You're welcome. Round of applause. But the amount of stuff that I see on the internet and in real life every single week, and frankly in my own life and in the mirror, the amount of stuff that I'm seeing that makes me exclaim, what the heck, every single week is excessive. And I need a place to put it because my friends are getting tired of listening to me. So that's what this podcast is. It's about me talking about all the things that are frustrating me every single week. And here we are in the what the heck basement, which we have put together with the help of my first what the heck of the week, which is what the heck is going on with Facebook Marketplace. It's a dark-sided place, a place that nobody should go. And yet every day, I think I read they're doing $3 trillion of business on Facebook Marketplace every single day. And that's a fact that I just made up, but it sounds like it could be real. No, I don't know. What is the opposite of proponent? Opponent. I'm an opponent of Facebook Marketplace. Mark Zuckerberg, if I ever catch you in these streets, it's on site for what you've put me through. A number of the items in the what the heck basement are in fact acquired from Facebook Marketplace. I personally, not a big Facebook Marketplace person, obviously. Some other people involved in the production do believe in the use of Facebook Marketplace. Listen, you can get some good pieces. There's some good stuff on there. But I just feel like everything on Facebook Marketplace is covered in jizz and or covered in blood and or someone got murdered on it. Hopefully all three. I don't even fuck with thrift stores, to be completely honest, because I don't like, oh, there's this beautiful coat. I want to know its entire history from sweatshop to the rack. I want to know where my clothes are coming from. And I don't know if you go to a thrift store and you see this oh, look at this beautiful Native American headdress. I don't know the history there. I don't know the history there. Oh, look, this beautiful sweater at the thrift store. Okay, someone's grandma died in that, I bet. There are people who go to estate sales. I'm like, there's someone's bad energy and juju is all over that. I don't know. Something about it is upsetting to me. And Facebook Marketplace makes the beautiful decision of kind of bringing it right to your doorstep. You don't even have to leave to acquire haunted items. You can peruse on Facebook. It'll show you all of your local insane people. The ethos of Facebook Marketplace is basically like, hey, can we interest you in an item that like almost definitely has been come all over it? In order to get it, you have to kind of do this kind of drug deal style rendezvous with a stranger that you meet on the internet. And the customer service is sort of like the same as a medieval bazaar. I don't understand why people are willingly putting themselves through this just to get $20 for like a shitty lamp that you bought from IKEA. And I don't want to sound disrespectful to people who are putting in the hustle. If this is for you, this is for you. And I encourage you to keep going at it. Be an entrepreneur. But I do think like Facebook Marketplace is dark-sided and people need to be held accountable for what they're doing on that website. I firmly believe that. No, but we did get a number of items. I think part of my hesitation is the fact that I grew up outside of Chicago. My dad is an avid antique collector. Antique what, you ask? Well, I don't fucking know. I mostly clocks. I told that to an art teacher in, what was it, freshman year of high school. And my art teacher, I was like, yeah, my dad collects clocks. And she straight up was like, oh, your dad's gay? I was like, I know the art teacher gay teenager relationship is like one of the most cherished relationships that, you know, exist in this world. But that she was playing crazy. I was like, you've met my mom, first of all. So it's kind of crazy to say that. Anyway, maybe this is a good time to pause and say that I did order Mexican food for dinner. It did come with, what didn't come with? We ordered margaritas with. They come in this little mystery bottle. It made you order 4 more margaritas. There was no quantity of margaritas below 4. And so naturally we got a 4-pack of margaritas in these mystery. No good drink has ever come in this that hasn't caused an issue. This is like Sunny D, which I thought I was allergic to when I was a child because I threw up once after drinking it, even though I also probably had the flu. Does that ever happen to you though, when you're like a child and you drink something, you drink or eat something and then you happen to be sick and it's like, oh, well, now I can never eat or drink that again. That happened. I got a keyboard for Christmas one year, but that Christmas I was sick. And I sort of forever associated the piano with being sick. And that's why I'm not Beethoven. Because I would be, I think I would be, what do they call when a little child is like really good at something?
Prodigy? Prodigy?
Prodigy, yes. I could have been a piano prodigy if I didn't have the flu that one Christmas. Anyway, Facebook Marketplace. Back to Facebook Marketplace. What a dark-sided place. We acquired a number of items in the What the Heck basement from Facebook Marketplace, including the very chair that I'm sitting on, which I don't like to think about because who died in this? Who came on this? Whose blood, sweat, and tears is seeping all over it? And yeah, okay, there's something beautiful about the fact that like now it's my blood, sweat, tears, and cum that's going to be all over it. But I don't want to think about it. I don't like to think about it. And Facebook Marketplace sort of confronts you with that. Just in terms of like a little tour of the What the Heck basement, we have this beautiful chair. Yeah, it reclines, but I won't show you that right now because I'm not wearing underwear. We got a beautiful telephone that eventually we will be taking voicemails on. I'll get to that later. Plant a beautiful vintage cuckoo clock that I should say recreation of a vintage cuckoo clock, otherwise known as a brand new cuckoo clock. This lovely working television that we did get kind of swindled on. There was a man that we went to at this television electronics store in New York City, in, I don't know, like the Lower East Side. They have a bunch of all of these like vintage TVs and vintage electronics. We saw this one and we really liked it. It went with the vibe of the What the Heck basement. And I don't know, it was like, we don't need to get into prices, but the point is we tried to negotiate down and the man straight up laughed in our faces and was basically like, oh, look at you trying to play New Yorker. It's like, sir, I've lived here for over a decade. But I am ultimately a pushover. That's my problem. If I could fight, I would be unstoppable. I would be picking fights every day. And I do sort of be saying stuff on the street that I should not be saying for someone who can't back it up with muscles. And that is how I know I'll most likely get stabbed or shot on the street. Because I've reached a point in my New York life where I will straight up bitch at people to their faces when they're doing something insane, which is almost every day in New York City. And I cannot back up what I'm saying whatsoever. Like, I am going to be a victim because I can't keep my mouth shut on the street. We also have some beautiful vintage pieces over on the lamp, including a kitty cat clock that my dad did acquire. I think that thing on the bottom is technically a flask. It has a cork. The top, it's like a ceramic. It's a ceramic statuette, but the top of the lamp post comes off and you can fill it with liquid, and then it has little cups hanging off of it. So that's fun. And then a couple items like this little mushroom scene with, I can't tell if it's really big mushrooms or really small squirrel, but my grandpa whittled that apparently with his own whittle tools. And now his progeny is making a podcast. So that's kind of that's kind of how my bloodline has deteriorated. Do you ever think about, I think about, because my last name is Bellassai, shocking. And I, amongst my like cousins, at least this branch of the family, my brother and I are the last two Bellassais. We're not passing that name. It's not looking too hot in terms of like us passing along that name. So this is my chance at creating a lasting legacy, actually, is making this podcast. So it'll probably die. But if you want to use Facebook Marketplace, I'm not going to stop you. Just proceed at your own risk. And once I figure out how to use it myself, let's be clear, I'll be doing business on there. Don't you worry. It's only because I don't understand it. Moving on. My next what the heck, also appropriately, there's too many people with microphones these days. Too many people have microphones. Too many people have access to microphones. We need to relearn the subtle art of shutting the fuck up. How about we teach keeping your mouth shut in schools? I think there is an epidemic of people who are suffering from something called, I think people should hear what I have to say syndrome. We do not have to be hearing what you have to say. There's too much encouragement of people sharing their thoughts and ideas. And I think we need to be shutting that down. And I know it's ironic that I am saying this on a brand new podcast that I am putting out into the world, but I'm grandfathered in. Okay. I've been in these podcast streets. I've been around long enough that I'm allowed to have an opinion. I don't know. Maybe this is a question for producer Bari, because do you see a lot of TikToks that are like encouraging you to be a creator?
No.
Okay, so maybe I'm being targeted.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, look at this sexy young man. You should be a creator on our platform. I do get a lot. Maybe I'm targeted because I have, followers on TikTok, but like I see a lot of TikToks and I guess on Instagram too, of like videos encouraging people like to become a creator and like, here are the tools to like gain more followers and all of these things. It's basically a pyramid scheme that these people are involved in, because all of those people who gained followers gained followers by telling other people how to gain followers. It's a pyramid scheme. Okay. All of these TikTokers are Bernie Madoffing. Stop encouraging people to share their thoughts and ideas. I know we're supposed to be motivational. Oh, you can do it. We care about what you think. I don't care about what you think. I don't want to know your thoughts and ideas. There's like, the past, I don't know, 7 mayors of New York City have been like, oh, we're going to take on the rats. How about we take on the epidemic of teenagers with microphones on the streets of Washington Square Park? You can't walk around. You can't throw a stick in Washington Square Park without hitting someone with a microphone trying to become TikTok famous. We have enough shows on the internet of people getting interviewed on the street with a microphone. If you or anyone you know, this is going to be one of those ads that they put on the subway or on in between like Judge Judy. If you or anyone you know is thinking about getting a microphone and taking to the streets of New York City or any other major metropolis, put it down. You should be able to buy a single bullet gun on the internet to shoot anybody.
No.
You should be able to buy a rope on the internet that you can use to tie up a single person who is thinking about becoming a man on the street interviewer. We have enough of them. We don't need another show about asking someone's opinion on the street, asking someone's opinion on the subway. Enough. There's enough people with microphones. We need to put a complete end to people even being able to buy microphones. I've owned this microphone for long enough. We've just had enough. The government needs to intervene. I miss the beautiful art of being seen and not heard. I think that is a virtue that we need to be introducing to more people. I do hate how so much of the internet now is like trying to push everybody to become an influencer. Like, not everybody has to be an influencer. I'm not saying that in any type of like trying to gatekeep way. I mean that in like the internet used to just be like, you post stuff for your friends and that's like fun. And now it's like, no, everybody has to be posting for like an audience of millions or else you're useless. And it's like, no, some people should be watchers and viewers. Some people need to be putting down the microphone. And I'm not saying that this necessarily applies to you if you're listening. Probably does, but I'm not saying it does. I just mean like, especially if you're a straight white man, put down the microphone. Thank God that I'm gay. Anyway, moving on. This is something that's very near and dear to my heart. What is happening with tiramisu culture is something that makes me sick to my stomach. Okay, I saw someone saying that they're worried that tiramisu is going the way of bacon and hot dogs, which is that they're becoming these sort of like millennial cringe, like, isn't it so funny that we love this thing? It's what happened to bacon. May she rest in peace. We're not allowed to like bacon anymore. Hot dogs recently just came and went. We're not allowed to like hot dogs anymore. And now they're coming for tiramisu. First they came for bacon. I said nothing. Then they came for hot dogs. I said nothing because I'm not hot dog. Then they came for tiramisu. And there was no one left to defend her. I feel like I'm a guardian of tiramisu culture. It makes me sick that people, because they are bastardizing tiramisu. They're doing unholy things to tiramisu's name. You cannot just slap mascarpone on anything you want and call it tiramisu. That's not what tiramisu is, first of all. Do you know what tiramisu even means? I bet you don't, you dumb fuck. It means little pick-me-up, I think. Yeah.
That's cute.
Which could apply to a lot of things. No, a tiramisu is a very specific set of ingredients and a very specific order and combination. Okay, it's not just mascarpone. Do you know what else is in there? Ladyfinger. Espresso. Sabayon sauce. It's a custard sauce that you combine with mascarpone in order to create the beautiful flavor of tiramisu. It is a custard sauce flavored with sweet wine. But you don't know any of this because you're just slapping mascarpone into a fucking latte and calling it a tiramisu latte. I'll kill you with the knife. It's making me sick what people are doing with tiramisu. You cannot just put anything on a ladyfinger and call it a rhubarb tiramisu. And they're doing stuff with tiramisu. There's this one restaurant that went viral because they had a tiramisu drawer that they would pull out and scoop the tiramisu. Okay, I guess that's cute. I'm worried about how often that drawer gets cleaned. And then there's that place somewhere in Italy where they just made the world's longest tiramisu. Shut up. What are you talking about? How is the Guinness Book of World Records is a joke. They're handing out the world record for world's longest tiramisu, which, by the way, was previously held by someone whose name was like Milano Giuseppe. Look at it. I'm not even joking. I think that was like literally his name. I'm gonna look it up. World's longest tiramisu record. Oh, I hit my step goal for the day. I made the brave choice of every day in 2026 trying to walk. You guessed it, 5,000 steps. And I hit it today. Yeah, the previous world record. Let me put world's longest tiramisu record broken in London. A real reverse own there on Italy. Getting back out. No, wait, it's the other way around. England really got back at Italy for World War II with the world's longest tiramisu. They said, I see. What did they call the bombing of London? They said, I see what you did with bombing all of our beautiful buildings. How about we take the world record for longest tiramisu? I'm not paying for this to look at a website for world's longest tiramisu. I respect the BBC and the journalism that they do. I'm not going to pay for an article about the world's longest tiramisu. Fuck, it won't even let me. I guess I'll never know. I don't know. It took something like 100 chefs, Italian chefs too. Why the fuck did they do it in London? This is disrespectful. I don't even know if tiramisu is one of those. Maybe it's one of those things that is like actually not even really Italian. There's a lot of stuff that Italians that we claim is Italian, but it's not actually Italian. Anyway, it took 2 tons of mascarpone and 19,000 eggs and over 100 Italian chefs to put together the world's longest tiramisu, a meaningless record. And for what? For what? To say that you made the world's longest tiramisu? What does that mean? What are the dimensions even? I'm sure I could look into it more. I won't. But yeah, what is it? A single ladyfinger counts as like the width of a tiramisu?
Just a fact check. Tiramisu did originate in northeastern Italy. But from the late night... Wait. Modern versions were popularized in restaurants from the late 1960s.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess tiramisu is relatively modern and it is in fact Italian. But you do see, I've seen videos of like Italian Americans going to Italy and being like, yeah, I'll have the eggplant parmesan. And they're like, get the fuck out of here. This is not, go back to New Jersey. Okay. There's nothing here for you. Moving on. My next what the heck, straight guys with fat asses in short shorts. What the heck are we doing? It is officially straight guys with fat asses and short shorts season here in New York City. Just like allergy season, I need a pill to get through it. It makes me sick to my stomach, the amount of pound for pound ass that some straight men are walking around with when you know damn well they don't know what to do with it. And they don't have anybody in their life that knows what to do with it. A straight man with a fat ass is like when they give babies a smash cake for their birthday. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not really.
A smash cake. It's when they would give like, oh, baby turns 1 year old. And rather than like giving the baby a full cake that then everybody else is going to enjoy, they make a tiny little cake for the baby that they get to smash it. And it's like, that fucking baby doesn't know what it's doing with that cake. You're making a mess. You look like a fool. And that's how I feel with straight guys with fat asses. It's like, you don't know what you're doing with that. Your girlfriend certainly doesn't. She's making a fool of herself, just like that baby and its 1 year old cake. And fuck you both, actually, for what you're doing to me. I have realized recently that I am, unfortunately, the type of person that will fall off a bicycle because I got distracted by a man on the street. It's upsetting. It's upsetting that I am that type of person. Every day that I have manly urges, I'm like, God damn it. The Catholic school did not take it out of me enough. I'm just like, yeah, it makes me upset that I'm a man who has the thoughts of a man sometimes about my carnal urge for a fat ass. It's upsetting. And yeah, sometimes I'll sort of be oogling someone from my bicycle seat, and next thing you know, I'm swerving into traffic. All because a straight guy decided to have a fat ass on the street. That should not be legally. That should not be allowed. Zoran, if you're listening, how about we work on that? It's also like, get off the Stairmaster. If you're a straight man, get off the Stairmaster. Unless you are taking DICK, let's give that Stairmaster up to someone who needs it. If you like vagina, you should not be on the Stairmaster. I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you this. You are taking up space that belongs to someone else. This is appropriation of my culture. And I don't know how many straight men were watching Heated Rivalry, but I do fear what that has done for the aspiring fat ass community. It wasn't for you, I'll tell you that much. I also think, just like culturally speaking, we're getting too comfortable sledding out straight men in short shorts. I know, just what was it? The cover of Vanity Fair that recently is that one tennis guy, Carlos something. Mm-hmm. They were slutting him out in his tiny short shorts. I do think tennis has done kind of irreversible damage to the straight guy having fat ass community. Because it's encouraging men to get out there. I'm so fucking sick of tennis. I put up with it while Challengers came out, and then all these gay guys started playing tennis, including their tennis stats in their dating profiles. Oh, I'm looking for a tennis partner. Go back to Ohio if that's what you want to be doing. This is New York City. This is not for playing tennis. Who the fuck do you think you're? I guess this is where, like, all of the, what do they call the tennis championship?
Wimbledon?
Yeah, Wimbledon. That what a cunty name that is for a performance. What is the
U.S. Open?
The U.S. Open. All of those. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, the Royals go to. It's a very like posh sort of sport. I'm into that, but I do think they're sledding out those guys in their little shorts, and it's upsetting me. I'm also like, Harry Styles is on thin ice, and I'm giving him a pass because I'm in love with him, but he's encouraging people to get out there in short shorts. I need a disclaimer. I need to see you holding up a Polaroid of the last dick that you sucked before you're allowed to wear short shorts in public and have a fat ass. I will say they are sledding out men in TikToks on the internet a little bit too much for my taste. And maybe it's because I'm being specifically targeted and I'm telling on myself right now, but I've been getting a little too much thirst trappy content that is designed in a laboratory to get me to get on my hands and knees. In the two biggest offenders that I'm seeing lately, one, the Spanish rugby team. You know exactly what you're doing. Whoever's running that account, I'm going to be charging them with war crimes because they are slutting that team out like a group of filthy whores. They're getting them. We'll drop some clips into the feed of what they're doing for the visual listener. And maybe even for the audio listener, you'll get a little jiggling. Who else has been sledding out? Medieval Times. Medieval Times is now in on the joke, and they're sledding out their knights, saying, "Oh, look at this meat that we got, that we get taught how to ride a horse." And I think they're getting a little too comfortable sledding out the knights. The other one is also another thing that happened recently, which is, I think it's the Naval Academy that does this every year. They have, I don't know if it's some type of initiation ritual or some type of like, it is like part of the Naval Academy culture is that every year they challenge all of the freshmen, like plebs. Is that what they call them? Plebes? They literally oil up this obelisk that's like on the Naval Academy campus. And then all of the freshmen men, they put them on tiny shorts and then they challenge them to climb the obelisk. They have to get to the top of the obelisk. One of the sluttiest things that I've ever heard. They're basically training them to be homosexual in the Naval Academy. What is Pete Hegseth doing about that? Because I'm looking at that obelisk lotioned up, I'll tell you that much. And this is just like, oh, it's just the boys being the boys at the Naval Academy. Meanwhile, I'm rock hard. I'm just like, I don't know. It's slutty season and people are going for it. Next. This is a real what the heck that I was having this week. What the heck is going on with my kitchen sponge? Okay, I read a tweet this week that fundamentally altered the way that I looked at the world, which was your kitchen sponge. There was like, okay, first of all, if I read it on the internet, I believe it. It's a kind of character flaw of mine. If I read something, I should specify. If I read something that I believe to be true, I'm not second guessing it. It is true now. If I don't think it's true, then I'll ignore it. But if it sounds true, I'm internalizing it. That is my new Bible. And unfortunately, my new Bible this week was a tweet that said that scientists did a study on the kitchen sponge and found that the average person's kitchen sponge was dirtier than their toilet seat. Hands down, it was the kitchen sponge was the dirtiest item in every person's home. Every house that they went in, it was like, your sponge is literally disgusting and had more bacteria per square inch than your toilet seat. And I was like, cool. Go. I had to hold myself and started shaking. You're looking at a real OCD motherfucker. Like I used to, and I don't mean it in the cue, all my pencils have to face the same way. I mean it like I used to wash my hands as a child to the point where they were like bleeding in the sink. And my mom had to put like lotion on my hands and put socks over them. Why? I don't know why we chose socks instead of gloves. I don't know why my mom was like, okay, we're going to put the lotion on your hands and then we're going to put dirty socks all over. They weren't dirty. They were clean. But I was like, okay. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So I've been washing all of my dishes with like a literal toilet scrub. That's my mind. It was that specific analogy of like, the kitchen sponge, the average person's kitchen sponge is dirtier than their toilet seat in terms of bacteria. Now, yeah, am I probably spreading misinformation? Sure. Is it a different kind of bacteria? Probably. I have no idea, but I read that and I was like, fuck. It did say that the biggest problem is that your kitchen sponge typically doesn't dry out very well. And it's like wetness is like the number one enemy. And so a brush is typically better, dries faster. It doesn't hold on to stuff. I was like, that sounds right to me. Didn't do any type of background research, but went out that day and bought a dish brush. And I haven't used it. And in fact, Bari when I was in the sink earlier and I was like, don't use the sponge.
I was washing my hands.
The sponge is still in the sink. I just haven't used it.
Nowhere near the sponge. Don't need a sponge to wash my hands.
Yeah, no. I'm like afraid of sponges. SpongeBob, I can't look at SpongeBob the same way. He's just a walking filthy toilet seat to me. He might as well be toilet paper. Relatedly, this is one of the most 35-year-old things that I can say. But I have had it up to here with paper towels from Trader Joe's. I'm about to lose my fucking mind over the paper towels at Trader Joe's. Listen to me. I'm all for the environment. Love it. spend all of my time in it, mostly. Um, I don't know what type of recycled nonsense that they're doing with the paper towels at Trader Joe's. And they only got one option because they're socialist. I don't know where they're sourcing their paper towels at Trader Joe's, but it is some of the most unstructured, melt in your hand paper towel that I've ever touched with mine own hands. When I tell you, I was at Trader Joe's, needed some paper towels, saw them. They got it's like got a little cute cartoon on the front of it that's got, there's Pioneer Joe or whatever they call him. There's got these cute little names. Put it in there. It was a 3-pack. Got back. My hands were wet. Reached for a paper towel. Have you ever seen that video of the raccoon who puts the cotton candy into the water by accident? It literally turns into nothing in front of him. That is the paper towel situation at Trader Joe's. And now I'm like, great, I have 3 rolls that I have to work through. Every time I need to dry my hands, I'm pissed off because now I have a bunch of disintegrating pieces of nothing that I have to clean up. You know when you're wiping and it's like a little pieces of paper towel sometimes, or toilet paper will like break off and bunch up, and then people get it stuck in their butthole hairs and it's disgusting. That's guaranteed to happen with a Trader Joe's paper towel. It literally, I felt like I was going insane for a full 2 weeks going through those rolls of paper towel, and the relief that I felt, and this is not sponsored, I won't even say the brand name. When I bought a proper paper towel, it felt like I was wiping my hands with a cashmere towel. I'm like, there's integrity to this. There's a real quilted pattern. It feels beautiful. It's not breaking apart in my hands. I'll even reuse it. I could lay it out, let it dry off. I'll come back to it. That's environmentally friendly. Instead of Trader Joe's, I'm going out and I'm burning a living tree just out of anger that the paper towels at Trader Joe's are so shitty. And I know maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I'll look into how it works. But whenever paper towels or paper products are like, oh, it's made from 100% recycled papers. What are we doing? What does that mean? How are you doing that? You took a bunch of used toilet paper. You turned it into a brand new toilet paper? I don't think so. That doesn't sound right to me. Next. What the heck is happening with Mormon soda? Do you know about Mormon soda?
I do know about Mormon soda.
I don't even know if we have enough time on episode 1 of this podcast to get into Mormons. There has been a widespread normalization of Mormon culture over the last couple of years that is genuinely concerning, because it's like, I have my thoughts about the Mormon church. We'll save my thoughts on the Church of Latter-day Saints for another episode. All I will say is that thanks to, I believe, the The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the world was introduced to a concept known as dirty soda. And there are these dirty soda shops in Utah that is essentially soda that you're then adding sugar syrup to and flavoring. It's already soda, mind you. And then they're adding more syrup and flavorings and colors and add-ins to their soda. And it's because Mormon people do not drink alcohol that they have to find, and they're, bouncing on beds, doing soaking and all of that stuff that I learned about and wish I hadn't. And so they need some excitement in their life, and they decided, hey, why don't we pump some sugar into soda? And now I think it's Taco Bell is introducing like dirty sodas, a line of dirty sodas, possibly connected to the Mormon Lives or whatever it's fucking called. We cannot allow this. They're coming for our culture. We need to stop this right now. They're trying to take us. They're trying to take our sodas from us. That's my Donald Trump. They're coming for our soda. I don't even like soda like that, but I'm like, that's enough. The same with, and I say this with the utmost respect for their hot gay founder, but Crumble Cookies, once you realize that Crumble Cookies was founded by a Mormon, basically for Mormons, it's like, oh, that's why they're disgusting. That's why they basically are a pound of sugar. And listen, you're looking at a real pre-diabetic, okay? I'll put down some sugar. You know I can eat some sugary stuff. I don't have many vices. That's not true. I have several. But sugar is pretty high up there. Like, I'm not a big potato chip guy. I don't love, I'm not going for a savory snack as much as like I can house an entire cake by myself. I have and will again ordered a single piece of chocolate cake to be delivered to my apartment that ended up costing like $20 because of delivery. Were drugs involved? Yeah. But what Crumble Cookies is doing to the cookie is like diabolical. It's like barely a cookie anymore. They basically shot it with some type of sugar cannon. And it's because like that's all that Mormon people have in their lives. All they have is like joining swinger clubs in order to be on the single knives of Corman wives, or it's drinking soda with extra sugar added and eating sugary cookies. And I'm sick of it. And then I'll go, then we'll add that sound effect. Okay, I only got a couple more. What the heck is happening with those long-haired guinea pigs that people give blowouts to on the internet? What are we doing? If I see one more fucking guinea pig on my For You page that's got these beautiful, luscious locks, one of the whitest things that a person can do, I have to go home and condition my guinea pig. I wanted a guinea pig so bad when I was a kid, and my mom had like every pet imaginable when she was a child, and it, of course, discovered that she was allergic to like all of them. We did have a turtle though, Corn Pop. Corn Pop. What is that sound? Do you hear it?
Yeah, it's the chair.
Hate it. Yeah, it's the ghost of whatever woman lived in this chair before me. She's crying for help. Maybe she was... What if this chair was owned by a homophobic woman? And now her spirit lives in this chair and she's screaming because my gay ass dripping with semen.
Ew.
I know, I made it gross.
You could just say, my gay ass is sat in it.
And she hates it because my gay ass is creaming all over it.
Why you gotta make your ass cream? Just say sat in it.
Anyway, sorry, lady. Sorry for my big gay ass all over your homophobic chair. No, this is a beautiful green. I don't think a homophobic person could have owned this. Although your husband picked it up, so I don't know if he encountered a homophobic person. Oh. Although, relatedly, because your husband is from Boston.
True.
One of my what the hecks this week is that they announced that the newest season of Love is Blind will be in Boston. And I'm like, people are going to die. Oh. People will be killed over the newest season of Love is Blind. If you don't know, Love is Blind, every season they pick like a different city to film in. What's actually, I think they don't get enough credit for, because a lot of dating shows are just like, yeah, I come from wherever. And it's like, okay, how are you supposed to fall in love with someone when you like one of you lives in Albuquerque and the other one lives in Tahiti? Is that a place?
Sure.
As I said it, I was like, is that the sauce or the place? I do have a college education, but it's basically expired. There's got to be an expiration date on my diploma, and I've gone ahead and hit it. But yeah, no, I am worried that. So they announced that the latest season of Love is Blind is going to be in Boston, and like God help. God help not only the people of Boston, but like the rest of us for what we're about to be subjected to. Dark-sided stuff. Boston, ironically, is like a very progressive. I mean, Massachusetts is like a very progressive place, but somehow Boston is like the straightest, whitest place to ever exist. Like somehow just like the perfect straight white enclave. And listen, love Boston. I've been several times. I'll be back, I'm sure. I performed at the Wilbur a number of times. Love it there. One of my favorite venues. Come back if I am there. You all scare the shit out of me, and I don't know if you should be allowed to be on television. I think you're always causing some type of mayhem and some type of mayheck. That is what happened with that Tea Party, and they haven't stopped talking about it ever since. I've had enough with the people of Boston. And finally, my last what the heck, who knows? They may be dead by the time that this episode comes out, but at the time of recording, Instagram has rolled out a new feature called Instants. I don't want to see shit. There's enough. We have enough features. We don't need to be adding on new features. Have you?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You haven't even been on Instagram in the last 48 hours?
I have.
I feel like it was kind of like the morning of 9/11. And that it was like a beautiful day, beautiful crisp day, cloudless. Everybody doesn't suspect anything. Suddenly I get a notification on my phone. Kevin and 11 other people have posted an instant. Huh, what's that? I click on it. It takes me to a page on Instagram I've never seen before, and it starts showing me images that my eyeballs are being subjected to against their will. And it is basically a feature. There was an app a couple of years ago that sort of did this thing where it's like at a random time of the day, you'll take a picture and it like takes a front facing and a back facing picture and you share it with your friends. And it's like just a way to document everybody, like a moment in time, aka a fucking picture, which is what Instagram does always. And so now they've added this feature called an instant where you just like take a picture of what you're doing at the moment. We keep doing the same. That's what an Instagram post used to be. And then it's like, once everybody got too precious about what the post was, now we'll introduce stories and you can post your story and that'll be sort of like the everyday thing. And now that everybody's gotten too precious about what stories are, we have to introduce something else. No, we have enough things. We don't need to be adding more things. I'm trying to be doing less things, and now you're adding more things for me to be thinking about and looking at and doing. There's only so many hours in the day. I only have so many images that I can look at. The average peasant in the 1500s did not have to look at this many images. He saw maybe 1-2 images in his lifetime. And every day I'm subjected to more and more images. And now I'm just waiting for the first person who is going to accidentally post their dick on an instant, and which politician that will be. Who will the Elliot Page? That's the wrong person. Who is Elliot Spritzer? There were two, or no, I'm thinking of Anthony Weiner.
Yeah.
Anthony Weiner sent his dick to a couple people via Twitter DMs, I believe.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've talked enough. We have too many things. Stop adding features to these apps. I will give $1 trillion to the next app developer who makes an app that just does nothing. I want an app that when I click on it, my phone explodes in my hand and takes out everybody in a 5-mile radius. That's not a good idea. I want an app, I'll pay for it, that when I press it, my phone self-destructs. Oh, that would be beautiful. What freedom I would feel if my phone just exploded. That's all I want. But no, I'm shackled to it. Anyway, I want to end every episode with the opposite of my what the heck, which is whatever the thing I'm feeling good about this week, or something that made me happy, a what the hey, if you will, instead of a what the heck. And my what the hey this week, I think is going to be this other tweet that I saw that actually made me feel really good. Let me pull it up. So rarely. I mean, can you imagine a sentence in the year 2026? I saw a tweet that made me feel good. No, it doesn't exist. What Elon Musk has done to that website is create one of the most despicable cesspools of humanity, worse than a kitchen sponge. When I tell you, I'm still in the trenches of Twitter, mostly as a lurker. But for the most part, that website now is just designed to make you angry. It literally will surface any possible discourse that you can get yourself upset by. It'll show it to you first thing in the morning. Okay, so there was this tweet from someone who said, this drunk white girl tapped me on the shoulder at this concert last night, a Pink Pantheress concert. I don't really know who that is. I know who it is, but I don't. My name is Pink and it's nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Anyway, this drunk white girl tapped me on my shoulder at the concert last night and asked if she was my second most listened to artist last year. And I said, no, what's your reason for asking? And she said, well, because she was mine and I can't see. Which is like wild thing to say to someone when it's not your first listened to artist. They would like openly be like, well, she was my second most listened to artist. Okay, well, try for number one and then I'll care. The girl's point obviously was like, I love this person. I'm at a concert. I'm behind you. I can't see this person. That's not the tweet that got me excited. The one that got me excited was a response to that, which was short people get comfortable airplane rides. Tall people get comfortable concert views. That's life, baby. Bam. There are so few tweets that I've seen in my life that I can count on that have made me feel the way that tweet made me feel. When I tell you it changed my outlook on life, because I'm like, that is every concert that I'm ever at. And yeah, I mostly go to concerts that like 13-year-old girls are at. But every concert that I've ever been at, I feel like deep shame and guilt over the fact that I'm 6'3" and like I'm blocking people's views. And I know when I go to a Broadway show, I feel bad because I know I'm going to sit in front of someone and I like will actually shrink myself. I'll make myself smaller in the seat, make myself uncomfortable so that the person behind me can try to see because I'm a good, decent person. And I'm like, the number of flights that I've been on where the person in front of me, it will recline their seat and jam it into my knees, and I have to endure that. That is my punishment for being tall, but my reward is that I get to see over everybody's head at a concert, and I shouldn't have to care about who's sitting behind me. So it really was it made my week, that tweet. I'll think about it every time I'm at a show or a concert from now on. It really just made me happy. And our executive producer, Truffles, made it into the room. Truff, come here. Here's executive producer Truffles. Come here. Come. Oh, okay. She hates me. I have to be passive aggressive in order for her to come up. Yeah. Guess who's on week 2 of Prozac? Because of the various mental illnesses that I gave her, me in consultation with her medical professionals have decided that she would benefit from a low dosage of antidepressant, anti-anxiety medication. She's getting mommy's little helper. Anyway, that is it for What the Heck. Thank you for listening to our very first episode. Make sure you subscribe wherever you're listening to this or watching it. Listen to it again on another platform, so it counts there too. We're just getting started. I'm so excited to be back on the microphone. I did miss being on a podcast for the past couple of years, and genuinely excited to be back, excited to be talking into a mic every week and spewing my thoughts. But yeah, like, subscribe, share. Can't wait to post more. Bye. This has been an episode of What the Heck with Matt Bellassai. You can call and leave us a voicemail about what's making you say what the heck this week, and you might be featured on a future episode. Call us at 407-984-6288. That's 407-WTH-MATT. What the Heck with Matt Bellassai is produced by Same Boat Studios and Bellassai Productions. It's hosted by me, Matt Bellassai. Our executive producers are Gabrielle Lewis, Barry Finkel, and me, Matt Bellassai. Erica Glass is our senior producer. Our video editors are Matt Bellassai and Erica Glass. Production designed by Erica Glass, Matt Bellassai, and Barry Finkel. Our theme music is courtesy of epidemicsound.com. Special thanks to Truffles Bellassai.